Hello, greetings. Hi, how are ya? How is everybody? Welcome to a brand new channel. And I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Carrie. I am a mother of two angels, both of which left me at the age of 21. My two daughters were absolutely beautiful. Their names were Madison and Caitlin. And I named the channel Heavenly Purple Orchids because purple was their favorite color, okay? And orchids are known to be the most delicate flower and the hardest to keep alive. So I thought, it kind of is very fitting that they're both in heaven and that they were hard to keep alive. I'm not going to go into how they died today. I will eventually, but let's just say that they both died at the negligence of someone else, and I have had no closure on either one of them. I am in a place right now in my room, in my bathroom actually, in our house where a lot of activity happens. I should mention that I do believe I get visited by a person who originally owned the home, and he died of cancer ultimately, but he died right where I'm sitting right now. I believe he visits to check in. I think that this is absolutely hysterical. I've got my candles lit, correct? Okay. And they have been going back and forth between one is totally, the other one flickers. But right now they're both flickering. My apologies for how messy they are, but they have kind of gone back and forth between doing this. And ironically, that was one of the very first signs that my oldest daughter, the first one that I lost them 3 years apart. That was one of the first signs she ever gave me that I knew she was still with us. There was a candle we would light every single night, and it would flicker so intensely that we would have to put it out because it would hurt our eyes. And the day she died, actually I have to say it's the second time that she let us know she was there. Basically, what happened was we went to go set up her funeral arrangements, and as we were talking to the pastor in the church, everything went crashing in the corner out of the blue. And he just kind of looked at us with a funny look on his face and just like went, and nobody said a word about it. But I knew it was her. I knew it. Okay. And since then, I can say that I'm a very sensitive soul. Like, I feel like since I was born, the nervous system was on the outside of my body rather than the inside. I've always had that, and I always saw it as a curse. Well, now I'm starting to think that that was just God's way of, preparing me for being able to communicate with my daughters from the other side of the veil. And I know that you might not believe that, and ghost stories are real, I'm telling you. I think it's when souls get stuck here with no closure because the person that was responsible for them dying hasn't answered for what they need to, or there's a lot of reasons, I think. But I just think in general, our loved ones are with us. Okay. I compare them to, I'll get into that later. But one thing I do want to say is I am a Christian. I do believe that, Christ died on the cross to save us. I don't need saving. I just think that centuries worth of ghost stories and people telling them are not wrong. It's not always bad. It's not always a demon. I think that a lot of times, there's a lot more to it than that. And sometimes it's just the spirit of people that we love. And I know when my daughters are visiting, sometimes they do things in our house, like they will make stuff fly across the room when no one's been in there for hours. Sometimes it's just hard to explain. There's a lot of things that happen in this house and wherever I am. But the other thing I've noticed is that I've started to hear them. It it's I just feel that I suddenly get answers to questions that are burning in my mind, and then suddenly I'll have an answer in my mind, or I'll have a memory that isn't mine, and they're communicating to me for other people as well. Other people have lost children, and I'm being given messages that, you know, I never expect I never expected this to be a thing. But it is. It really is. And I would love to hear your stories. I would love to hear all of your stories about loved ones that have passed away but left behind signs for you, or have continued to give you signs that they're okay and that they're walking beside you. Do I think that we should pray to our children? No. I think that God needs to come first. That's just my opinion. I don't down anyone who doesn't believe, but you know, I just want everyone to help me build a community of people who are not afraid to tell their story about their loved ones, especially your children, if they've gone ahead of you. And we have a country and a world where children are going ahead of their parents. Um, if you look around the cemeteries, my goodness, it's just crazy. It's like you can see where there was plague. You can see where there was no antibiotics. You can see different times in history where, you know, children were dying at a rapid pace. But right now, I think due to guns and fentanyl and car crashes and texting at the wheel, or just so many different reasons, there are children that are going to heaven before us. And I believe that they walk beside us a lot. And I believe that there are some people that are just more sensitive to that. And I happen to be one of those people. So this channel, I'm not really sure where it's going to take me, but I need to take this journey, and I want to bring people with me because I want to know that I'm not alone. So I encourage you, please join me. I would love to hear your stories. I'll tell your stories for you if you'd like, or be a guest. I would love for that. Um, I can start a podcast. I mean, I'm a little older. I'm tech savvy, but I'm not great at editing. So I'm going to need to figure that out real quick. But this is a great time to introduce this channel. It's been set up for a while, but I just hadn't really figured out how I want to go about doing this. So I can show you pictures. I can read journal entries. I can tell you about things that have happened that I am blown away by. It's too much to put into one introduction video. But I'm going to turn my lights on and I'm going to show you a bathroom full of mirrors that I think have been notoriously said to be portals, right? We put in this bathtub and I surrounded it with mirrors because I thought so much activity happens in here anyway, so why not maybe add some mirrors and see if that helps them to join us. And I see I've got a nice purples over my shoulder. I need to get rid of it. I think I need to play around with the white balance on my camera so that I don't mistake purple, my daughter, for purple, problems on my camera. Anyhow, as my mirror, I did a video last night that I don't necessarily like as much, but I did notice something strange in that my candles are doing this really cool thing where one of them is flickering and the other one is still. And then the other one will start flickering, and then the first one will be still. And I find that kind of bizarre, but neat, because that's something that my daughter did right after she died. She would make this candle that was bananas for the longest time. Like, we would light it every night and have to put it out, but she made it just still for a month. It didn't move, not a bit. And I do know that sometimes the wick can cause problems. These candles are kind of dirty. I've used them more than once. I've kind of replaced candles in them. But anyhow, I think you're getting the idea as to what I would like to do with this channel. And I would really love for you to join me. And Halloween it's a great time to do that, right? Right? I mean, the veil is thin. I've got mirrors. Here's my other mirror. Ta-da! Here's another mirror. I've got mirrors all over this bathroom. So join me. Tell your story with me. Tell me about how your children stay with you. And I would love to share it with others, or have you share it with others with me. Let's do this, okay? I'm a member of a group called Helping Parents Heal, which is all about being shining light parents and being able to see signs. And I've spoken to the powers that be at Helping Parents Heal, and they have given me the green light to mention them. And, oh, look at my candles. Do you see what I mean? Oh, it switches up. That's a stupid thing. I could give you so much better. Anyway, Helping Parents Heal has said to me that they do not mind if I'd like to share with others my experience of my daughter's visiting. They, in a medium session, blamed their dog that also passed away. They blamed the dog for making things move in our house. I thought that was rather comical. Typical of them to blame it on the dog, right? Anyway, bear with me. I'll get better with the editing as we go. I have two devices. One is a Microsoft Surface Pro, and the other one is my Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. So neither one of them are cheap devices, and I have stories that I would like to start telling. So perhaps, like, for every entry, I can tell you a story, because some of them are a little more detailed and they're a little more, they take a little longer to tell. So this wouldn't be the time that I would start telling you the stories about this and about that happening. So it's Halloween. It's the reason for the season, right? It's almost Day of the Dead celebration, which I absolutely love. It's not my culture, but I have been invited by a friend to join her in celebrating. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Try to keep the hate to a minimum. I've been through enough as it is, but if you're going to be hateful, I really just don't need that. I'm just trying to cope with some really difficult stuff, and I'm doing the best I can with that. So if you want to be hateful, I don't need saving. I put a circle of white light. I pray to God first, not my children, and I keep it real. So it doesn't matter to me what religion anyone is. You can be an atheist. I don't care, but you got to believe that your loved ones don't leave you, okay? So I feel like I have some pretty good evidence of that. Not sure how I'm going to show that to you on a YouTube channel, but I'm going to try my hardest. And I'm also going to help take you on a journey of learning mediumship, because that's exactly what I've been doing. And I've actually been able to deliver some great messages to people that were accurate as all get out. And I know that that's my daughters helping me to figure out who I am in life and what I was meant to do. And that's all through God. So join me. I really look forward to hearing from you. I hope you have a great evening, and I hope you have a great Halloween day. Hopefully I can get one up for Halloween. Maybe we can get some stuff going on camera for you. So take care of yourselves. Until the next time.